All right, welcome to the Duluth Curling Club. We're just getting started here. We got Stokes against Litman. Looks like Litman has hammer. They're yellow. This is Joe Daly. I don't know the Stokes team that well, so I got, let's see. I was told it's Chris Meyer was the first guy. But this is Joe. Looks like he's going to try to draw one out to the wing. The first guy we thought was Chris Meyer, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got that in there.
And I believe the Stokes team is playing three-handed tonight.
Okay. Well, it shows. Oh, no, so I got Chris and then Kyle and then Ben. Oh, so no Joe tonight. Ben Bros will be the third. Okay, so we're thinking this is Chris.
Yep, it should be, hopefully.
And he'll be throwing 3 rocks. Okay, so that rock ended up short of the house. I think they're going to try to draw underneath. And how's it look?
It's looking...
Little bit.
It's going to be in the house for sure.
You think so?
Like. I think so.
All right. All right, there you got that. And I think Kyle was correct. All right, I'll let Doug sneak on in there. I didn't announce even who we are. We got Doug had to get himself situated here. So we got Kyle Rose. I'm Jim Litman. Doug Britton will be joining us. He's our feature broadcaster. And we got intern Elliot Anderson here with us tonight. So he's going to run a few ends.
Rock number 2 on the way.
Yep, for Joe, yep. And yellow has hammer.
Do we know that Litman comes in with a record of 5-1?
That's right, we didn't show standing.
And Stokes comes in, they haven't found
Searching
a win
for that
yet.
elusive first victory.
Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
You never know.
Nice shot from Joe Daly there. Almost hidden.
He put that leg up in the air. What was that about? Did you see that? Kind of. Is he saying hack or is he just saying take it out?
I think he's saying hack. They're going for a hit, I believe.
That is close. No. Ah,
You're going to move enough? Yeah, I think he's going to get a piece,
he's got a piece of it anyways, I think. Is
Yeah,
he?
he's got a piece of it.
Will it get out? It's not out. Oh, it is.
It's spun the right way.
Power sweeping.
Ross Litman has that broom down again, wants to hide one behind his corner guard. We say this every time, but Dave Johnson, Sam Perella, and Ross Litman have been playing together for a lot of years.
It's always good to have a lot of years curling. It's definitely a good sport. Probably one of the best ones.
Into the guard. Boy, you get behind those two, you're in good shape, aren't you?
That's for sure. Well, it looks like they're trying for it.
Mm-hmm. And why wouldn't you? It looks a ways out there, doesn't it? Looks a little wide to me.
It's got to slow down and it's got to curl right in, but
It's coming. It's coming.
Looks a little too heavy to me.
It's got a backing in the back of the house. It's not bad at all. In front of the
Pretty
tee line,
nice.
behind cover. Puts a little pressure on Ross early in the first end. Looking for an in. Oh no, he's looking to bump one back. That's what he's trying.
You've got some low guards, but it seems rather early.
Does to me too. But after Davey makes this shot, it'll probably look like a great call.
I sure hope so.
Well, you don't like the Stokes team or what?
I'm hoping for a good game
Oh,
here.
I see. Okay.
And that is a solid shot. Exactly what they
He
wanted.
opens it up, puts his own rock into number 2 position. Well, it looks heavy. Or maybe is he trying to take out and roll over? That's what he's trying to do.
Seemed like
He's
they were
got a
asking
good
for
shot
a
at
hit.
it. They sweep it hard. Rock's gone. Oh, he takes his own out and leaves it wide open. He does have 2 rocks in there now. 3 rocks counting. But open.
Definitely looks like there's an opportunity for a double. The 2 near the center line.
Oh man, that's a difficult double.
It's difficult, but it's there or not. But it looks like he's asking for something else.
Yeah, I don't think you play a double here. Just get one out, tap it back maybe. Is that what he's looking at?
Yeah, he's looking at a tap back on that back 4-foot one. Heavy coming out of the hack.
Well, he's trying to hit that red rock, and he may have a chance at a double here. No, he's going to hit and roll back toward the middle. He's behind cover. Nice shot.
Very nice hit. Somewhat covered, about a third.
Can come to it if he chooses.
That's what he's asking for, hey? Ooh. Make sure you're there.
So Kyle Stokes, he had a nice rock the first time.
He knows it's good. He's not even looking.
Yeah.
But is it?
Yeah, a little wide.
That ice speeded up pretty fast, eh? Is he gonna knock his own out? Is it that heavy? That's no good if that's the case.
Just bumps
Well, he's
himself.
still 2 back.
I think that's biting still.
Yeah, if they could have got rid of that yellow, it'd be good. Is Ross guarding it or drawing another one right in there?
Ross is guarding it. He'd like that guard to be in the house, I think. I think he was pointing to the 12-foot, but
Pointed at the 8-12 foot in that area. If he gets it, it's going to be quite a nice shot.
That looks like it's on the guard, doesn't
looks
it?
like it might over curl on him, might leave it open. A little bit short. That counting yellow rock is open.
Still available. Yeah, you could freeze on it, or you probably could take soft weight takeout too, eh?
It's about half covered, I'd say, so can do a lot with half.
And this is Ben Bros. This is a new team to the league. We haven't seen them in the past, so.
So we hope we got all the names right. You got them right, didn't you, Doug?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and he's shooting left-handed too. This is going to be real
Oh,
interesting.
is that allowed?
Nice release.
Looks light to me. What do you think?
Well, he's got room. I don't think he's light.
Okay.
I mean, you're playing without hammer, and they're only sitting
I'm
one.
starting to think he might be light.
I don't think a guard's the worst thing, but it's
No, Not
No,
the best, either.
Yeah.
That was the shot Sammy was trying to make.
Yeah. Yeah, the only good news is that if Ross, I mean, it's trouble if Ross makes a good one.
It's trouble anyway. They're going to get at that yellow rock. Come on now.
Yeah, you can be come in there, be shot rock in the top 4 undercover, and this one looks a little heavy.
It
doesn't
looks heavy to me too, Jim.
We'll see, but he can come to that back.
He can.
He can't come to the back one and be second count.
He's not
Can
going to
he?
chip his own out, is he? Boy, he was close to that. Through everything.
Wow.
That back maybe biter is no longer biting, that's for sure.
That tells me that with the right weight, you can get to that yellow rock. That was moving. That was curling.
It's definitely what they're trying here.
Yeah, if he can put it in the 4-foot undercover, Ross is going to have to make a real good one. This is closer on the weight, I think. Different path.
It's also farther out on ice that hasn't been played.
Switches the next one.
But it's still moving.
You can get the right weight here.
Sweepers are working it. Sweepers are working it. Are they going to bring it in?
They're trying.
It's looking pretty good.
No, just a little short, but
But it makes it hard for Ross to get 2, for sure.
that's right. Yeah, good shot. Very nice shot. Have you gotten colors on the other games?
Nope.
All right. Let's see what Ross does here. Can he? Well, he's going to be on a different path too, so he's going to be a bit of a guess, maybe.
Somewhat different path, but it's got to be just right.
I think it's out there.
It's way out there. It's not going to come into the 4-foot where he needs to be. So I think it's going to be a force of 1. No,
It's
gonna be
curling now.
a 1.
If he gets it right on the tee line, I think he got it.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Very nice shot by Ross.
It
Good
was.
job by the sweepers too of just judging it, because that's so tempting to want to sweep that when you're on that outside ice.
Which turned that around, because the Stokes team was in good shape there till, was it Sammy made a nice little bump out and sat there, hit and roll over something, turned that around, and then they were behind cover, and the rest is history. 2 points for the Litman team, 2-0 over Stokes after one end.
Sheet 7, Zeman is yellow.
I have the color for sheet 3.
All right, good.
All because I know my boss's boss's boss.
Sheet 6 is right.
Joe Daly with our opening rock here.
Coming right in.
Coming right in. Into the 8-foot. Can you ignore that? Come to it, maybe. He's calling for a hit, isn't he?
Yep, I think that's his signal for a hit. Kick with the shoe is hack weight. When I played skip in Orlando, I used to like to touch my hat for top of house.
Oh,
Oh. Were you wearing a top hat or anything, too? Or?
Nope, just a normal baseball hat, so it was like
Okay.
touching my head.
All right, is he going to get a piece of it?
yeah.
Solid hit, blanking the house out.
Sheet
Yeah,
1
me-
is right.
You know, but if you're red, if you're the Stokes team, you want to stick around, I would think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you play this out and Stokes gets 1 and Ross gets the hammer back. Oh, they got to get rocks in the house.
Sheet 5 is right.
Glad someone here is watching our game. Nice rock.
I'll watch it once it gets interesting.
Just about right where it was. That's quite impressive.
Jim, I was reading this past week about some rule change proposals.
Yeah?
Did you read about those? One was that you can only blank for 2 ends.
This after you blank a second time, you lose the hammer?
Yes.
They're going to experiment with that at one of the next slams.
That's what I saw. How about a 7 rock free zone?
7 rock? I don't...
That's a huge free zone.
They're trying to think of ways to make the game more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, to me it's exciting enough, but yeah, whatever. They can try things. I think they usually try them and see how they work. I kind of like where they're at right now with the no tick rule and the 5 rock free guard zone. The no tick rule, I don't think would ever work well in a club.
I guess
what I mean?
it depends on your club, I guess.
Just seems like we have slow enough play the way it is.
Shot from Dave Johnson. Hit and stay.
A nice nose hit.
Sheet 2, Johansson is red. Pretty open end here. See, Doug, that's why I'm looking at
like
other
this?
stuff. Well, no, these open ends, and the only thing that open end is good for is it save time, and then I can look at what's going on the other sheets.
Looks like a good shot. No, it's curling too much. On this one, I really like going with he threw the out turn. I like the in turn on that because it doesn't curl quite as much usually. Coming off the
Still
wall.
goes straight out for both stones, so.
Empty house.
Time for a commercial? Dave Johnson just made a nice nose hit to stick around. Let's see if he's got the straight draw in him.
Looks like on sheet 7, someone had quite an end with 6 and 1.
Ooh,
To Julie Plus.
a Julie Plus. If my cousin John is watching, we always were trying to come up with different names. We thought we'd call that one a Herman. No real reason except that was John's grandpa.
What, a 6 end?
If you get 6 in an end, we call it. I mean, in Duluth, a five-ender has always been called a Julie. We don't know the history. We've tried to figure it out. We never figured out, did we, Doug?
No, we did not.
But it's been called that for a long, long time, from what I understand. Schuster always says, "Oh yeah, when you get a 5, that's a Julie." That's always been a Julie in Duluth. So I don't know the history.
Is this going to overcurl? Can they hold it?
Well, looks like it's going to overcurl.
Definitely. Boy, it
It
hits the
doesn't-
hog line and it really jumps.
He didn't have the weight either, did he? He didn't.
Whoop, here comes back again.
Wow.
That actually may be better than hitting that rock. Gives him something to work with, and it's Ross is going to get rid of it right away.
Ross said, "Well, still learning everything."
Throwing a guard up.
I think he's going to come in the house in between the guard and his rock, kind of make a Christmas tree out of that. You know what I mean?
It is the season.
And this might over curl as well.
It's a little heavier than Ross at
He's going to
first
get
called for.
maybe
so.
a little baby split and a little tap back. That's nice.
Yeah, there's a double chance there.
There is.
Quite nice, but if you can make the double, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Even hitting that right on the nose is pretty good, right?
I would think so.
They're going for the hit.
I think it makes sense.
Don't overthrow it.
Now this is Kyle. Is that who we got?
Yep.
Our operator's namesake. Have you taught him about this stuff? You better sweep it. Oh, maybe
I
not.
think not. Yeah.
Looks pretty good. It should take off.
Now I'd be sweeping it though. What's
He's gutsy. Oh, you're right.
Oh.
You did need to sweep that.
Yeah.
Sweep, like when you said right about the hog line or so.
And that is not biting.
Does not stick around.
Yeah, if it stuck around, it would have been fine. But now, Ross, there's no danger really in just throwing another draw. Yeah, just a couple of licks of the broom and it could have been a beauty, right?
Sure could have. I think they would have had that double and he would have stuck around.
Yeah. It's like,
Good rock.
yeah.
It's going to be
Good
right
rock.
where they wanted it.
A little higher than the last one. A little
Harder
more.
double now with the
Yep.
separation.
Yep.
Well, they almost got it the first time. Might as well try again.
Looks pretty similar line. Think you better sweep? Maybe not.
Looks like it's got to come over a little bit more.
What a nice shot.
Oh.
Nice shot. And you got your two rocks up front.
Yellow's still sitting one, though.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Isn't shot
Super
rock
close.
yet, but still. In a good position.
Does he take out that top rock? What do you think he's talking about?
Yeah, I think it's the best result.
And then get
But
a
you could
roll?
give them a shot, if you hit it wrong,
Yeah.
make their shot for them. But I still think I play it, yes.
He definitely could jam in the back.
Right. I mean, he could just draw around it. He could guard that, but I think the hit makes sense with the lead.
I guess it really depends on what you feel comfortable with in the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, nose is no good. You have to...
Have to just be a little off center either way.
Right.
Boy, he may be on nose. He's close to nose. Nope. But he rolls out, giving an opportunity.
Yeah. You can hit that back yellow right on the nose.
Just all you got to do is tap it back. Well, no, you got to knock it out.
You pretty much got to knock it out to get your top one to count. I mean, you can play the freeze now if you want, but I think I'd try to knock it out. Yeah, the other games look like they're all closer than the six-ender we got next door.
The second end, they should be close.
Yeah, exactly. I think I see just ones and twos on all the other sheets.
Believe all of the other scores are up to date currently, so.
You can even show them if you want after this end, eh? All right, let's see if he can make this shot. He's playing a takeout.
It doesn't look like he overthrew it.
No?
Oh, it's starting to move. When it hits that tee line, it's going to start moving. Gotta sweep hard.
Beautiful shot. Right on the nose. Nice shot. Well, does Ross try to roll somewhere? I think you just hit it on the nose and make him have to make the same shot, right?
Yep.
Don't really have a choice.
Final shot from Ross Litman in our second end.
Ooh, this one's kind of hanging on him, eh?
It is hanging, but that's just what he needs to hang.
Oh yeah, just fine.
Didn't want that to curl. All right, Ben Bros, final shot. A hit for 2.
And make contact for 1. But he just threw it, so like you said, didn't overthrow.
No, I thought it was a nice. And this one looks pretty good too. Starting to move.
Starting to move a little bit.
It's hanging out there. They got to sweep it hard. Sweep it hard. Sweep it hard. I think they got a piece of it still, but only for 1.
Ooh. All right.
2-1 after 2 ends. Litman over Stokes.
Currently, the other scores are pretty close together, except for the Zeman Skildum game, which is at 6-0 right now.
All right.
And with that,
We'll let Elliot give it a try. I'll let you go. You can look over his shoulder. All right, so they scored 2-1 game. Good start. Nice start with us. Was he going out to the wing?
I think so.
Yeah,
I hate that.
No, I would be putting it in the center. I think the lead says we're not going to the wing. But it might be
A little heavy.
well. It's gonna
Sweep
curl a little bit off center, but it's around the middle. If it's not in the house, it's a good shot.
It's pulling up.
Yeah. We like to be close to the center, but it's pretty good. I don't know what that is. Now there's a flyer.
Could just be something on the camera. Looks like we have another spectator.
Are we up to 5?
I guess so, with the 5 being the bug on the camera.
Hey! Got rid of the bug.
Yeah, it's hard to get rid of a bug on a touchscreen monitor. It can make things messy.
I guess we're now down to 4 people watching then, or 4 things watching.
4 beings.
Yeah, 4 beings.
All right, so what? Joe went through the house with that one, hey, with the first one. Well, it got the red team's got a chance to get a little something set up here.
Ross has that one point lead here in his third end, so he wants to throw him through.
Interesting strategy.
It's all about making your opponents get that fear factor set in.
Or confused factor.
And it seems they're doing it to each other now, almost.
Stuck around, eh?
It did, but it's way back there.
Don't like those in the back of the house.
No.
That's not helpful.
Joe make the adjustment. Looks
good to me. That doesn't look as good now. Oh yeah, is he by? Just by. Wow.
Good shot.
That's a great shot.
It's about half, 2/3 covered. That's pretty good.
I don't like going for it.
No, I think I'd just freeze on it or something.
Yep.
Or you could even tap it back a little bit, but tough takeout. Might get rid of your own guard.
Or yeah, you're right. Whiz by and you
Get
got your
nothing. Just like that happened there.
own.
Eh?
Yep.
Yeah, if you were gonna play that, I think you had to play with pretty soft weight, something you could control a little bit. But
On the bright side, their back end is a bit higher now.
oh, the rock.
Yeah, it's something noteworthy. It's a little better.
Boy, you're more of an optimist than me, Kyle.
It's not a great position for them missing like that, though.
So I was giving Jeremy Zeman a little bit of the business before the game because his team did. We had him last week, I think, and they did really well without Jeremy. And I said, "How come you're playing tonight? The team was doing so well." And then they hit 6 in the first end. So what do I know?
You riled them up.
I guess.
Well, they got the
Litman also wanted to get in on that back house action.
who's second count? Is it red or yellow?
I think it might be red.
Might be.
I don't think it matters, but it might. Lay one in against it.
Yeah, because that would eliminate the concern. Well, he's going to try it
Going
again. He
for it.
tightened up the broom. Yeah, I think if you were going to try to hit that rock, I think I'd just run my red one, try to run it back into
I
it.
like that too. Yeah, you just gotta stay around. They're just, the hits aren't gonna stick around. He's gonna be on his own, whether he likes it or not, and he's not gonna like it because he's gonna be on the inside of it. He's gonna clear it. Well, maybe that's okay. He's got a good roll.
That ain't bad.
No,
That's not a bad result. 'Cause I don't think Ross likes seeing that red rock there. But he probably it's a hard one to remove. There's too much stuff in the back to catch, and you kind of like to either get a second one in there. So
Looks like they're going for a draw.
it does look like that. If he touches his own, taps it back a little bit, splits off of it, all of that's okay. I like this call.
yeah, a few options here.
Speaking of 5 beings, it looks like we've got 5 beings on our YouTube stream now, so trade a bug for another person.
There's the tap. Counting 2. Counting 3. Counting 2.
Yeah, there's a double there though.
Yes, there is.
Not an easy double though. Got to be hair on the broom side. Nose here is pretty good still.
Nose is good. I think there's a solid chance of jamming against that yellow, but I don't think that's terrible.
This looks good. This looks good. The line looks pretty good. It's going to curl too much.
Yeah. Well,
And
actually,
he
good
stuck
result.
around.
Good result.
Yeah.
Because that's not an easy red to remove back there.
That red is counting number 1 now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's close between that and the yellow. And then the yellow's exposed, so it's a good shot. Good result. I think if you're Ross, you got to make a play on that red, though, don't you?
I think so. Gotta try something.
Yeah, I think that's the shot. Sammy gonna try that one?
Hit and roll to center.
How many curlers still use that little corn broom like Sammy does?
Not
you just
many.
don't see that very often, do you?
If you watched any of the curling from Saskatchewan this weekend, Matt Dunstone uses one.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And a roll back to the middle. Let's see. He's online for that. I think he's going to roll out. He's not going to get quite enough of it to do what he wanted.
It was the right angle.
The red rock's gone.
Well, now all of a sudden, if you make a nose hit here, red is 1 and 2, aren't they? If you can hit and roll underneath too.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in the club that uses one right now. Tommy Brozick used it for many years.
Ooh, this might be a little heavy and wide, huh?
Yeah.
Heavy and wide. Might be on his own in the back. He's going in front.
Oh,
Ooh.
disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yep. They needed those rocks up front. They don't have them now.
Yeah. When I was looking at that takeout, I was thinking other turn also. That's certainly makeable either direction, but maybe a little safer the other way.
With the intern, it
Yeah.
runs straighter. Yeah.
Well, just that you're not hopefully not bringing that rock that was there into play at all. I mean, you still could have hit it, but
Yeah.
seemed less likely. So all of a sudden, what is Ross? Is he freezing on the back one?
I think he's just drawing to the middle.
Maybe he thinks he's 1 and 2 already, hey?
I think he is.
That red rock in the back still to me looks like number 2.
It could just be the camera angle that we're getting.
Sure.
Who put the cameras up?
A guy named Martin. You want me to get him on the horn?
Well, looks like they're going to tap that back red just a little bit.
That was enough to make sure.
Well, if that red was number 2, it's not anymore. Looks like yellow's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah, red's got some troubles now. I guess you could hit and roll in front of either of those just to make it a little difficult.
Well, you have 2 shots left, no hammer.
What's he trying?
I think what I would do is try to freeze on that 4-foot.
That's a tough shot. I think he's just going to try and hit. I mean,
He's looking. That's a broom for a draw.
Yeah. That's not takeout weight, is it?
No, you better make sure you're there. That's curling like crazy already.
It really is.
He lost his handle. That's why it was looking like that. It's going the other direction now.
Keep sweeping. Keep sweeping. You may get her in for number 2. Nope.
Corner guard.
Yeah, that's no good.
Wow.
That looked like one of my rocks.
Yeah, that must have picked up something for sure. Well, they're all looking like it did anyway, so. Yeah, Ross has a good chance at a big end here. Do you guard that rock, or do you just put another one under that red corner
Put
that he just
another
did?
one under the red.
I think that's
Go
the
for the
spot.
jugular.
Yeah. Make him have to make something good off the shot rock.
It's going to curl too much and get into that red guard. It's sure looking like it.
Sure does. Well,
They're
they're
sweeping hard. Can they hold it?
They gotta hold it. I think
They
they're
are
past
holding
it.
it.
They did. Wow.
Did he lose the handle? Is he coming back the other way? He might have.
It kind of almost looked like it halfway down to me, but are we just hallucinating? Is there something going on in the air?
Wow, yellow is 1, 2, 3, 4 right now.
Yeah, they're in a world of hurt right now. Red is.
Well, if you freeze the back one, does that take away the top two? I don't think so. I think you just gotta hit the shot rock and roll to cover and
Hope for the best.
yeah, see if you can get out count a couple of them. Make him have to make something anyways with his last. Otherwise, right now, a Julie is in play, is it not?
I believe so. It looks like they're thinking about a freeze.
Well, I suppose, let's see. If you corner freeze that one,
They're looking at a hit now.
I guess I like the hit, and then try and get the roll back to the back toward the wall.
I guess it depends on what you like better, trying to freeze or hit and roll.
Boy, that freeze is a tough
Just
shot.
like-
You leave it in the open.
Yeah.
You leave it, this.
I mean, if you don't make the roll just right, you're going to be wide open. But,
freeze just right too, yeah.
yeah, both are tricky shots. Which one do you like better?
The one you make.
Yep.
I think he's light, or his sweeper guy is indicating he's light.
Well, he's way out there. Let's see if it's going to come now.
It's moving now.
It is coming.
We got the right weight. Look, the line doesn't look horrible.
No, it does not. But he's going to bounce off of it, I think. No, he's not. That's a great shot.
That is
Ben
very
Rose.
That is
Beautiful
money.
shot. Yes. Knew what he was doing.
Ross says, man, I'd like to score more. Well, you can pick that. You probably lose the rock behind and you probably lose your shooter, so that would be for 3. But it's not easy. If it curls up too much, you give up a steal, don't you?
I don't think it's a steal.
No, it's not a steal.
If it curls up at to nose, he does.
Oh, yeah. If it does,
Yeah.
it'll stick there. And the yellow rock shoots out. Yep.
This would be quite a steal.
But yeah, he's got... Hit this as thin as you can. And pretty thin.
Great shot from Ben Rose.
Yeah.
I don't think it gets much better than that.
Ross is trying to decide, we got one in the bank, but we could almost end the game right here. I think you go for it. It's early enough in the game. The most you give up is 1,
Yeah.
right? Oh, he's taking his
He's going to draw for 2, huh?
yeah.
Ah,
So excellent shot by Ben. Fantastic.
that could have been a 5 up Julie. But no.
Incredible.
You remember that one Saturday Night Live? Increíble.
Inconceivable.
He's through.
Yeah, he must have.
Wow.
A little bit of, he had planned on a shot and then he changed it from the hack. A lot of times they talk about that. If you change your shot, you almost should go back through your routine again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Wow, that was a big turnaround on that big shot by Ben Rose.
Yep.
Instead of a 4 or a 5
right?
giveaway,
Yep.
he only gives up 1. It's 3-1 after 3
And
ends.
your golden hit next.
Good.
Set it, and then flip over.
To the other, okay.
Yep. And now you're golden. Same routine.
All right, Joe Daly to start us off in the 4th end. looking to come into the house. I would sure like to see the Stokes crew not just try and take them out if they're in the house. Oh, they're not going to be in the house. It's going to be in front of the house, I believe. So that sets up a little different end.
It looks like that Sheet 7 game with Polo Trenberth is not going to last much longer. It is 8-0 right now. Wowee.
No, they're on sheet 6.
Sheet 7.
7, isn't it? That's Zeman. And
Zeman Skildum. I don't know how to read, apparently.
no, apparently not.
I can't count and I can't read. What do I have going for me?
You can push buttons.
I'm really good at pushing buttons.
Okay, 2 rocks up front. This could be interesting this end now. Yeah, that's Zeman. It's way up on Skildum after 2 ends. I don't know what happened in the third.
Oh, so he's got a center guard up?
Yeah, he was trying to come in, but
All right.
yeah, 2 rocks up front could be an
Wow.
interesting end.
Yeah. Not quite
Back
through
of the
it.
house.
Yeah, but that's advantage.
We've seen how
Right.
those backbiters can come into play later, so we'll see.
How's that line look to you, Doug?
Looks okay.
Looks heavy though,
It
doesn't
does
it?
look a little heavy. He may be right on that rock, that the yellow rock in the back of the house.
Yeah, it's curling in there nicely. But is it going to go past it?
Well, you don't want to go past it. Boy, they should have been sweeping it earlier.
Yeah, I should have swept it earlier to make sure they nose it, hey?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, got a bigger chunk of it anyways.
Still biting on there for dear life.
But the other one's shot, isn't it? Oh, the yellow never still stayed.
If you can call a rock in the 11 and 9/10 a counter, or the number 1 rock, I guess you'd say yes. That's right.
Yeah. What was the acronym for those backbiters? When I played mixed league, they always had an acronym. They didn't like them, and I think there may have been a swear word at the end.
This looks like a good rock. This one's going to tuck in behind and be
Top 4-ish.
Top 4, yep. Very nice rock.
Yeah, beautiful rock.
Very nice. I mean, you could always make an acronym for biters in the back house. I've got an idea for an FTG.
You just got to remember the FCC is always listening.
Yep. I mean, in our case, I guess it's Google, it's YouTube.
I think the line is good, but it kind of looks heavy again, doesn't it?
Yes. He may get a little piece of it. Is he going to bump it enough to move it significantly? Well,
Not a horrible shot.
no, that's except it's an easy hit.
But at least you got some room to get in there now if Ross doesn't
Yeah.
or Dave doesn't make a perfect one.
Not going to get the roll to the middle.
So Ross said, just let's roll away, get rid of that backbiter.
Well, it seems it's not coming into play this end. It's long gone.
Well, what do you like here? Do you play the draw or you play the in-off? I think the draw.
I think the draw also. You got those two staggered rocks up front. You got a lot of room. He's going for the in-off. They've,
As Doug says, I like the shot you make.
yeah, I do like that. This is going to be wide. He kind of pitched it, I think. Oh, it's coming. Maybe he pitched it right.
Moved a little too much on him. Wow, that really curled.
And that's not what you want to do when they've got a split house.
No, Sam, you come right to the top four, don't you?
That's where he's coming.
Or attempting to. Well, the Zeman boys seem to be playing just fine with Jeremy there.
Yeah, I guess they are. I guess they are. So I was wrong. I was wrong in chastising.
Seems like it's back house. Maybe it'll stick in.
Oh yeah, that's about back 8, huh?
Rock you can come to.
Well, I got it a little far. I think you still play the draw, but
Aye, for
you
sure.
don't want to come to it. But if you are a little heavy, it
But it gives you, you know, at least
gives you feels like you're easier
yeah,
to
a
make
little
that shot.
background, backboard there.
Yeah. Coming right to it isn't terrible, but not.
This has got to go. You got to go for line, don't you? Oh
I
no,
think he's
line's
okay.
fine.
He's good.
I
It's
think
all
it's
about
a
the speed.
little heavy though.
I don't think it's heavy. I think it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's looking good now.
A little sweeping. A little more sweeping. A little more sweeping. A little more sweeping.
So just a titch light, but in a good spot.
Very good spot. I don't think Ross can hit that.
No, I think he's gonna just guard. But the good news is you got the in off now. If he makes the guard. Not an easy shot, but it is something that's there. Guard on the way. It does not look heavy.
We have not seen a guard thrown on this line, I don't think. They're holding it nicely. It's right on the center line.
Nice shot. Yeah, you could draw again, but boy, I'd be tempted to take a run at that in off.
I think the in-off's a better shot at this point with all those guards.
I mean, you can easily draw to the button. You can still get there.
I just think the in-off has more space to work with.
Well, this is close. Maybe heavy?
Oh, it's curling in. It's not gonna.
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't be heavy there.
I think that was a good in-off weight, so they got that weight down.
I mean, if you're Ross, you could play the in off yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Certainly.
I think you go for it, and if you
Yeah,
don't
'cause-
get the right angle, then you mess up the shot for them.
Right. think that's what he's playing. Even if you're on the nose and it's a rock higher, it's a harder in-off.
Yeah.
But I think he'd love to not be there when it's done, regardless if he makes the roll in or the roll out.
Rolling anywhere is better than hitting nose.
Yeah.
Line, it looks really good. He's he hit where he wants to. He's got the roll. Not as far as he would have liked.
I think there's still room to make the roll. It's
Boy, it's tough.
harder though.
It's
Yeah, pretty hard.
Harder and tighter, but
Yeah, there's a guard kind of in the way, and
I think what you got to do now, if you want to do that, is hit it really hard. You got to throw heavy weight to get some movement on that shooter.
I think this shot is there. You know, if you could probably tap this. You only got to tap at what, 2 rocks? If you play back 4 weight, you know what I mean?
Playing this shot, the
outturn?
Outturn to hit the number 1 rock.
Yeah, outturn tap. Probably just play like
Boy, can
back
you get
4
there?
weight, back.
Have we
eight.
seen this shot?
I don't think we have. No, it's a pure guess.
Do we know if it curls?
Wow, there's a game over on sheet 6. I didn't even think that one was that out of hand, but
There's a game over on sheet 7 too.
yeah, that one's basically over. So Trenberth got the win on sheet 6. I guess this one, if you tick the yellow, oh, he's got to get going. This is all over the yellow. He doesn't have the weight either. Like you said, we hadn't played this side, so.
Well,
Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Oh, he didn't.
ooh, that gets rid of the easy-ish super raise.
easy-ish. Give me a break. That would have been really hard.
Yeah.
Doable, but really
It
hard.
would have been a last resort, but it was there. Now it's... I don't think it's there.
No, there's nothing there anymore.
Yeah.
So does Ross try to hit that one again or just guard it?
Looks like he's trying to hit it, doesn't he, with that broom?
Just kind of a backline kind of hit, maybe.
I think so. Just mess up that shot for them. I think that's really number 1. It would be great if you could roll in onto the button, though.
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of no's again, doesn't it?
And nose still changes the angle, so...
He's actually a little
No,
inside. He
yeah, he
actually
is.
got that to move.
Yeah.
Wow. And you can't even play the in off it because it jams into your own red.
Yeah.
I think the only shot he's got is the one he just tried, doesn't he?
I think so.
Do you see anything else? Suppose it kicked that out. You could play a shot like Ross did off of that into
You're
that.
just going to not... Well, it's already number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So you could kick your own out and give them 4.
Well, you'd have to play it with really soft weight. You know what I mean? Just backline kind of weight. I think you try that same shot you just tried.
I think you do
Yeah.
too.
And see if you
Except now, what does he get? He does it for cutting him down to 1.
That's right.
That's a good shot from Ross.
That's a great shot. That looks certainly heavier. Oh, is he into the?
I think he's... Well, he's close. He got it. snuck by.
Wow.
That's a good
Great
shot.
shot to just give up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beaut.
That was a good shot from Ben Brose. Wow. So that makes it 4-1, huh?
4-1 after 4. It's still a game.
Definitely still a game.
Yeah.
And you can do make sheet 6 a final on the other scores. I think there's a button you click over there for final, right?
Yep.
So that marks that it's done.
Yep.
Should we update some of those other scores?
Yeah, you could you can do the updates on some of the other scores. All right, so we're gonna do center guard. Joe is gonna do, but
I'm messing up your mouse. All right, you can continue.
Final on 7.
it was around 8 or so.
Zeman beat
Might have been
Skildum.
higher.
Yeah.
Oh, they took those,
They put the scores away, so
put their scores away really fast.
it was around 8, somewhere around 8. So 2 games over already. Our game is still in the balance. Needs to be known.
Fairly close.
Good game going on sheet 5. Good game going on sheet 4. Fabulous Fabini's hanging in there on sheet 4. Sheet 3 is a nice close game. Yeah, everybody else has good games going. The two blowouts are done. Yeah, are we playing a freeze here? If we are, he's got it. No, not quite. Got close though. That was who was that first? That was Chris, right? Was the guy that's.
I believe so, yes.
But this is Joe now. So Joe's gonna try to pick this out of there.
If they do it just right, they line their stones up or offset them a little bit, have a guard going.
This could jam. This might jam.
I think it's going to jam.
Oh, did it cross enough to not? Oh, that's a dead jam. Well, I think being behind early in the end, I think you guard this, don't you?
I think so.
Because it was just 1 point. It's a 3-point game. I think you got to put up a couple of guards and figure out how to get your second point later in the end.
Yeah. They're going for a split now, though. I'm not sure I would do that.
Oh, they're playing the hit on that side one. That's not a... Yeah, I think I would have thrown a couple of guards first, and you could always get that rock later.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you got to make sure you stay. You can't...
And they didn't stick around, so
Right.
they're sitting out there alone.
People always tell me the further behind you are, the softer weight you throw. Trying to keep rocks in play, trying to have stuff around, playing draws, playing guards. And when you're ahead, when you got a lead, you're playing hits. Now, many strategies can work, but that's one to think about anyways. But now all of a sudden we got a pretty wide open house. Hard to score many points when you got a wide open house.
Yeah.
That one took off on him too. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, now I think I really like the guard now, but I know you don't like to guard. You know, when you got the hammer, people always say don't guard in the center. But this is usually a pretty good hitting team. Splitting the house is not
Yeah.
it's just a tough task with them. But again, these can all work. Make the shots and see what happens.
If you're going to split, you need to hit it.
Yeah, got to make sure you're in. Well, that looked pretty good out of his hand. It's definitely curling, but if you can get it there, it'll be a good shot.
I think it's going to be a good shot. It's looking nice.
Boy, I always hate those when you're going to the wings. And yeah, that's perfect. I mean, that's
Yeah.
side by side. You can't, there's no double there.
They are perfectly level. Wow. I've seen crazy stuff on the Olympics where if it's like an inch higher or lower, that far apart, they go for it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Looks like a good shot. I'd say that's a lot of nose. Might curl, move. Oh, that took off on him, didn't it? Look at that. Boy, that last little bit, it looked, at the hog line, that thing looked like it was all over the nose,
Yeah.
didn't it? That really snapped.
Does not stick around though. Wow.
Well, now you can get these things split as far apart as possible, so.
Maybe they were going for both.
He wasn't. No, I don't. He wasn't.
They went towards it.
You would have to throw like Jupiter weight.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Like you'd have to throw so heavy you'd have to make SpaceX jealous.
And you'd also have to be, you
Yeah.
got to be a lot closer to the nose. Oh, this looks heavy to me.
I'm taller than
Well, they're sweeping it, but maybe I was wrong.
No, not you.
I remember that I was wrong that one time.
It's looking nice.
It was perfect.
Oh, split house, nicely done.
There's there's not an angle there yet, but you still try to hit and roll towards the other one.
Yeah.
So Sam is going to play his intern. Yeah, it ran straight. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It'll sit right there, nose it.
Came up nicely at the end, didn't it?
Yep.
But who is shot rock? That's the question.
No, I think it's red.
So if it's red, I think you use that as a guard and you draw under it. Don't you think?
I think so.
But it looks like he's playing the hit. And the hit is fine too, as long as you stick around after making the takeout.
Yeah, you gotta stick around here.
Well, I guess you got to make the hit. You got to make sure you hit the
Make-
rock
make
first.
the hit and stick.
It's really close. I don't know that he's going to get it. He's got a piece of it, enough to knock it out. Oh, boy.
And he did stay.
Did stay, but
That's not bad. That's a
Not
tough double.
great.
It's a tough double though.
That's a really tough double.
it would have been better on the, if you'd nosed it.
Yep. Oh, definitely.
Total split house.
So if you're Sam here, you're just trying to hit this on the nose and stay there. Make them see where they roll to, or see what as you creep higher, then you may have a double later. That one looks. It looks pretty good halfway down. We'll see what it does this last bit. Looks very nice. Good sweep.
Solid nose hit.
I guess what would you roll a little bit away or to our right?
I'd want to roll to the
Room
the
side?
middle. Yep.
I mean, you could roll all the way to the side of the house would be fine. But make sure you stick around. Hit the rock, make sure you stick around.
Gotta keep sticking around with a split house like this.
Looks pretty good right
It does
now.
look good. And he may get the roll. Little bit of roll to the middle. Yes.
Oh,
Not too much though.
yeah.
Not out.
Oh.
So maybe just a little too much weight on that. 'Cause,
Yep.
if you had a little softer weight, it would have stuck around. Well, now it's looking more like a blank type situation.
Yeah.
Saw one broom slap. What was going on there? Over on sheet 4. All right, so Ross gets to play this out. Have we seen any of these way on the outside like
Nope.
this?
We've seen some attempts to move toward the middle with this out turn, but
Yeah, this is pretty wide. We'll see how it behaves.
Not a whole lot of room for that far out.
he's throwing weight. Doesn't care if he sticks around.
That one really ran straight. You see that?
Yeah.
Came up at the end, but good shot.
Stays. Yeah, great shot.
Now you got a choice. Suppose you probably hit it at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe think about the blank.
I think
Could freeze it.
Can only blank twice. Oh, that's not in yet. That's later.
I don't know if that would ever be a curling club rule anyways, would it?
It'd be like super niche.
Were you watching ours last week, Jim, when you were in your sick bed? Probably not. You had better things to do.
Yeah, I don't
We
think
did have two
We
blank
had two
ends.
blanked ends
Oh.
to start the game.
that doesn't happen much in club
doesn't.
curling.
Not happen much. That's what we had.
This one, you just got to make sure you make contact. You don't have to stick around. You'd like to stick around, but it's
He's
not.
got it. He's got it. Boy, out there in the wing, sticking there. That's a nice shot.
Oh yeah, very
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah, excellent shot.
And Ross will go after it, and even if he hits it, unless he rolls to the middle,
It will not be. Yeah, it might not be on the rings.
it won't be in the rings.
Just through this, so I'd give. What percentage do you think Ross of making this shot?
I would give him in the 90s.
I agree. He threw this one a little bit harder.
It's a little further outside too. Maybe that's why.
Ooh, look at that running straight. He's got enough of it though.
Last rock,
It should be last.
throw it through.
I would assume he's throwing it through. Or is he saying to take the point? Talking about taking a point. Should be blanking. Should be blanking.
Yeah, well,
Blank, hope for a better setup.
Yeah.
gotta hit the 12-foot.
That looks like button shot, doesn't it?
Does look good. All right, 4-2 coming home.
Interesting. I wouldn't have done that, but I can. Sometimes you just want to get on the scoreboard and try to steal, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes as a team you feel like you're better at stealing than you are at.
Kick a field goal or try for the touchdown.
Flip the camera. And then approach.
4-2 after 5 ends.
Yeah. They're hanging in there.
They are.
Yeah, with when we looked at the standings, we weren't sure what we were going to get, but they're hanging in there.
Got to have one up front of the house here.
Yep.
And boy, I'd like one on the center line.
This almost looks like a hogger, doesn't it?
Oh boy, don't hog it. You need it over the hog line. Yeah, it's cool. Whoa.
Did they get it?
Nope.
Nope. That's real rough starting out like that.
Because you know Ross is going to come in, probably out to the wing. Or I suppose he could put a corner guard up too. Keep play away from. Ross wants to keep play away from the middle.
Joe Daly put it just about where he wanted it. Maybe a little deeper than he wanted, but
Good shot.
yeah. Ooh, he's
gonna
calling a freeze. I like this.
Aggressive, eh?
I like
Yeah.
this. Might be a little wide in the release.
It's curling though.
It is, it is, it is. Oh, the line is looking pretty good. Have you got the weight?
Kind of doesn't look like it, does it?
Oh man, the line was so good.
Oh.
Well, this is Joe gonna go the other direction, try to split the house.
I think that's what you do since they missed their shot just being too light. Go for a split.
Good shot by Joe. It's far enough out there that I think you can play a freeze again. I think I'd play that freeze that he tried the last time. Because this freeze on this back one doesn't get him shot rock, does it? And if you freeze on the top one, you could get shot rock and you got the guard in the way.
The freeze in the back one would get him number one rock.
Okay, all right.
But it's got to be perfect. It's got to be.
Yeah, you got a little more margin for error on the other side.
Might curl too much.
Yeah.
But if at least if it is in the house and above that other rock, it's something to work with. Yeah, that could have been better.
Yeah. Dave's gonna have a chance to, what is he calling for, top 8 on that side?
Seems like it. Respond to a freeze with a freeze.
Yeah, I suppose if you froze on that red one, it'd be a pretty good shot.
Yeah. If you could just like right on the top right corner.
Looks a little heavy.
Oh, everything froze. There it is. That's pretty much... Ooh, it went past.
Uh-oh.
How does that change things?
No, freeze again on it. I mean,
Why not?
Yeah, I guess so. If you can make that freeze, I don't think you want to try to hit it anymore.
I think he
Just indicated hit, but I think that freezes the shot.
Freeze is. Oh, he's going for the hit.
Yeah, that doesn't...
These are young guys. I think the first year in the league, and they'll
They think they played for a while in some other leagues, but yeah,
I'm
I
sure
agree.
they
Some
have.
of the
yeah.
some shot calls would be not what I would do.
Oh, don't hit your own and spin out. He's going to. Well, he may be sticking. Oh, that's not bad. That worked out.
that's all right.
Yeah. Is he number 2 or number?
I think
Oh
that's
no, he's
number 3 still.
number 3.
Yeah.
But it is something that you might be able to use. It's going to make Ross have to think a little bit anyways.
Yep.
That's what you always want to do, make your opponent think.
Ross hasn't had to think since he retired. So.
It's really looking like this end's gonna shape up the rest of the game.
Yeah, this could... This could spell the end if... But there's still chances. How many rocks left? 3 yet for red?
There's still a few if I'm counting right.
There's a nice rock. Nice rock from Davey.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
They are well set up. Oh, don't play the hit.
I don't mind a tap.
No, a little tap would be nice, but you play the hit, and in all likelihood, one of the red rocks is going to go out of the house, even if you make it. And you got to have rocks in the house against 4.
Playing a hit here is almost like dealing with nukes. Once the genie's out of the bottle, it's never going back in.
Well,
It's a lighter weight. That's it.
that's a pretty good shot.
That's a nice shot.
Is that shot rock? It might be.
I think it is.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Wow. I see the angle they're talking about. It's there.
Oh yeah, you could
Get rid of both of them.
yeah, and keep your shooter probably around the center line.
Keep your shooter, keep your yellows if you do it right.
He doesn't care if yellows go out here. He doesn't care. He just wants to get rid of those red rocks. Pretty good.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
There's 3. Oh, so we got three rocks each left, and there are 5 yellows in the house right now.
We might see an 8 under
What is
here.
what is he doing
Let's
here?
see.
Is he playing a hit on these?
That's through the house.
Yeah. Is it going to get a piece of that
I
with yellow or not?
don't think it is.
Oh. Oh is right. If you're Ross, do you play the yellow red?
Why wouldn't you?
I think you go for it.
I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, Sammy was so close on the last one that.
I think a yellow rocks are going to go out here. We're not going to see an 8 in there,
That's your prediction?
unless he's really precise.
Yeah, you have to do the shot perfect to keep all your yellows.
Yeah, Sammy was spot on with his first one. Well, he might be good here. Let's see. Oh, there goes the.
There goes the yellow.
Yep. And
So now, if you're holding your breath for the red team, you can exhale. Now you are second count back there. I wouldn't make a play. I hate leaving. I think I'd just freeze on that yellow rock in the 4-foot with your first.
Yeah, I think you freeze on it. Then
Try to be on an angle so that he
Yeah.
doesn't run in there. I mean, the takeout, I guess, is a good shot, but it's just a little dangerous. I wouldn't even mind a guard in here, just something that you hold him to 1 again, you're still in the mix yet.
I think if you go for a freeze, you're in for a run in for 2.
All right, he's playing. Is he playing takeout weight here? That's the
Yep.
dangerous. Well, I guess they're always dangerous, but
Well, what do you like better, a hit or a
I would have played the other
I
turn.
think you got to sweep it. Oh, is it?
Wow.
Man, that's a gutsy 9-sweep ball, huh?
That's a great,
Wow.
that's a great shot and a gutsy line call.
Yep.
Probably would have been nicer to roll just a little bit back towards the outer edge, but it ended up in a good spot.
Sure did.
I mean, there's a chance at a double here and a big end still, but you gotta make it perfect.
I think there's a Julie plus still in the books here.
This Stokes team is making Ross sweat a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they made some beauties.
I think he's going to hit it on the inside. He's going to kick it out to the left, and he's not going to get his own. Yep.
Well, I think you draw in front of that, don't you?
Sure, put it back
kinda
up.
Put it in the maybe just a little bit away from the. Or you could put it right on the 4-foot, right on the top of the 4-foot.
I think the 4-foot, top of the 4-foot's best.
But somewhere in front of that rock is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I like.
Make them
I like
have
top,
to make it.
I like top of 8-foot here.
Yeah. If you're going in front of it, I like top of the 8-foot.
He's going the other side. He's splitting the house without the hammer.
That's
That's not what you do. Wow.
well, he might end up in the spot we were talking. As long as he's not heavy, he might end up in the spot we were talking about. So.
Wow. Yeah, he's close to that.
Got to be second count. If that's the shot you're playing, you got to make sure you're second count. You know what I mean?
He is. He's going to be. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's second count. I mean, it's.
That's it, yeah.
I don't know how you. I mean, I don't know how where he left that. I don't know how you score a big end. That's a really hard double.
That back yellow is...
Just catcher back there, yeah. You almost have to play it over the top.
Oh,
That's really hard.
that's really thin.
Nice shot.
It might be easier to bring the top red over the top of back yellow.
The thing is, if he noses this shot, he won't score.
Yeah.
Looking at the double for 6.
These angles are tight just because how far
Five.
away those are.
If he can keep his shooter.
Yep.
Yeah. I think if he makes the angle just right, I think he keeps a shooter. Sticks around the 12-foot.
He's all in. No time wasted here. Going for 2. Looks close. Might curl 2. No.
Steal of 1.
Wow.
That's a
That was an unconventional way to get a steal. I'll just say that.
That was quite the wrist right there. Wow.
4-3 after 6 ends.
Probably. Where are we at time wise? This might be.
7:26.
We'll get 7 in for sure.
For sure.
Probably won't get 8.
What camera? No.
Wow.
Flip it over.
That's right. That was quite. It was looking
Yeah.
pretty shady for the for the yellow team there. For the red team, it was looking like lots of points, and all of a sudden the one came out. So they did a great job.
I might have to watch this one. See what happened. Man.
This is gonna be a way out in the wings.
Yeah, you want this on the center line, I think.
Yeah, they.
It's going to have to catch something to get on the center line.
I think it's going to be a guard. It's not looking fantastic.
It's gonna guard the edge of the 12-foot.
A really tall corner guard.
Ross going to go behind it?
It's his attempt, yeah. It looks like sheet 5 is kind of getting away from him. Mellinger's up in that game. Sheet 4 is getting away from him. Who's the yellow team? Rauker's pulling away from Fabini on sheet 4. Sheet 3 is close. That's your boss's boss over there.
Yep.
Sheet 2 is still close, and sheet 1 is in the mix.
And Rauker's dad used to be my boss.
Oh,
One of my bosses. He was a longtime county commissioner from Hibbing.
Wow. I wonder how many more bosses we have on the ice right now.
I don't know. Well, Ross was... No, he wasn't the boss.
I used to curl with my old boss, but he moved away. He used to curl on Tuesday nights.
After he curled with you for 1 year?
I couldn't take it anymore. You knew Hudson, right?
Oh, I do. Hudson Turner, yes. Who was talking about him last week? He moved down to Arizona or somewhere?
Yeah, Texas maybe?
Okay. His name came up last week.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if he's tuned in. I'm guessing not. Well, they're shot rock again, but it is wide open right now. Of course, it was wide open halfway through that last end too, wasn't it?
Might be a little heavy. Is this going to come in? I don't think it's going to get in. I think it's going to go through.
They're playing against those back stones, so.
No, it's not heavy. Good shot.
Wow.
Very good shot. Up and way in front.
It looks like they're setting up a Newton's cradle almost.
Do you freeze on it? No, he said take it out. I would have been tempted to freeze, but of course he was doing things differently than what we were thinking last end, and it worked for him, so.
I could see a hit and roll to outside. I could see that.
Sweep it hard.
I don't think he's going to hit anything.
No.
Ross is going to attempt to split. He did that last end, right?
I believe so.
Makes sense. We think.
I mean, splitting is usually a good move.
While we're waiting for this shot, anybody watching, remember we have the Duluth Cash Bill coming up this weekend. Starts Friday bright and early, 8 in the morning. I think there's 5 draws Friday, 5 draws Saturday, and the playoffs on Sunday.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're going to do a couple of those games, huh, Jim?
Yeah, Doug and I are going to try to do a couple games Friday, maybe a couple games Saturday.
Friday, 8 a.m.?
Friday, 8 a.m. I'm going to sleep here Thursday night. That'll make it easier to
I'm
wake
not.
up.
I'm not. I know it takes a long time to set this all up, do all the technology with it,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to be here.
I'll probably get started around midnight, getting things set up.
Oh man,
No, it'll be fine.
I haven't been up that late in a long time.
So they were trying to freeze to it?
I think so. It's pretty far from a freeze right there. But at least you have a stone in play.
Ross is trying to decide, do we hit that rock? Do we put one in front?
Put one in front. Don't hit that rock. It just doesn't mean anything. You're counting 2 right now.
Put one right in front of it. Make it
He's
even
going to hit
easier.
it. He wants to
gonna
hit
hit
it. He wants to roll back.
Well, the danger of putting one in front is that he could
Yeah.
possibly freeze it. Then
Yeah.
the red team could possibly freeze. So I can kind of see that. I see this call. This is
Yeah,
fine.
I see it. Yeah.
What about putting one right on the button?
That would be an all right idea too. But the danger is coming deep, Look at that cross house. Oh, he went underneath it. I thought the
Oh.
cross house was there.
He stuck around, but
Did he stick around?
he stuck around.
It's biting, but it's behind that red.
Yeah.
So I don't think that'll see.
He's gonna play the freeze. I kind of thought that might be what he'd try. The line here is good. I don't know what the weight. To me,
I think his weight's okay, Jim. It's
yeah.
coming, it's coming, it's coming. Just so he doesn't want to top it back too far.
Yeah, I was
Whoa,
gonna say,
he's
to
not
me,
gonna...
to me, it looked a little heavy.
Yeah, it is a little heavy. Yeah, he taps it, scoots into the open. That's
But now, if you're Ross, to me, you just hit this and roll out.
Yep.
You don't want to stay there, really. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because there gets to be a wall. I mean, they still got to make the shots, so it's okay if you stick around, but I think you'd be better off just rolling out.
Hits good roll out too. That's the best.
So we'll see what they get. What time we got? 36? They might get 8 ends in.
they might.
Pretty hard. What do we got? 4 rocks aside yet?
I'm guessing not.
Typically we don't.
Yeah, I'm guessing this will be our final end, but we'll see.
That's probably a pretty good result there, I think.
Yep.
There is stuff to freeze now in that back area, but I don't know that you can get shot back in there, can you?
I think you got to hit the number 1 rock and try and roll back across to the number 2 rock.
That would be an all right idea. Sure.
Yep. It looks like you're going for that.
Looks like what he's trying. Not a lot of broom, but I don't know if he... Got a curl that looks
Got
like...
to curl. I think he's got a piece of it. Does he have enough? I don't think he has enough of it. Whoa.
Ooh, almost the right
That was a
angle.
good shot, but not quite enough.
He is sitting this. He is counting shot number 2 right now.
Just got to replace that. Looks like that's what they're going for.
So out turn draw right down the center line. Early sweep by Dave, but don't want to guard here. Oh.
That's not bad.
That's a hmm.
Basically, basically the same scenario we had last time.
Yeah, don't you just freeze on your own ren back there?
That's all right. I think the best.
Can't
is
What would that do?
Wouldn't you get second count back there, and then you could
You'd
maybe
get-
freeze one more again?
You would. I don't think you'd be second count. I think you'd be
Oh,
number
if you're not
3.
second count, no, then it's not the
I
shot.
think you'd still.
They're gonna probably play the hit and try to roll that direction.
I would. Well, play on the other side though. I don't know what they're trying.
I think you're trying to hit that shot rock and roll back towards all the pile of rocks back there.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. If you can get somewhere in front of that stuff
Yeah.
and be second or shot rock, it's pretty good.
Ben's made some good shots tonight.
He sure has.
Close on this. Close on this.
Curl.
Really close. Is he gonna? Oh no, he's gonna nose it.
Oh, they needed to sweep
Sweep
that.
it.
A little more
that
sweep,
rock.
and boy, they really had something good.
Yeah. Yeah, that line was excellent.
Well, again, with Ross, what do you do here? Do you
Whack
hit it on the nose? Do you stay right there?
Mhm.
Or do you try to roll somewhere?
I feel like staying there's fine.
Okay. Oops, I didn't. Well, I think sheet number 1, I think Brozik won. Sheet number 2, Johansson won. Sheet 4, Rauker won. We already had that one.
Whoa, is this gonna curl too much? No, he's got it.
They got good sweepers. Now, well, you can't. Let's see. You can't freeze in that pocket, but you could be in front of that and be shot rock.
I don't think so.
You got to take that out. You'd be laying 2 again, wouldn't you?
I don't think so. Well, yeah, you would be laying
You'd be second, but Ross will have an open hit, but he'll have to stay.
or an open draw.
Or an open draw, right? Either one. But it
10
could be
feet.
against 2.
They're-
Open draw against 2 is never much fun in a game that's this close.
They might have just enough time to start the last end.
He's playing the freeze. I don't mind it. Or, just draw kind of in that area and be shot rock.
Yep.
Is he heavy? Heavy's no good.
He's not heavy. Or maybe if he is, it's coming, but is it coming enough? You don't want to open it up. That's okay.
Nah, it gives him a draw for 2. Yeah, you had to be shot rock there to,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
to
sure
put
did.
some pressure on. Much easier to draw when you already got one in your pocket.
Yeah. If they move fast, they might start end number 8 and then
What time does the buzzer go off?
46.
Oh. What is it?
42.
Oh, yeah, I would say they got a good chance to. Have you had any 8 end games yet this year?
I think we've had only one. Could be mistaken. Might have been none.
Ross can come all the way right down to that one, right?
Yep. You just can't go in the stone gap between the 2 reds.
I was going to say, he just can't tick his own out of the way.
Yeah.
Looks like he did not. Oh.
He's got one.
I
He's
shake
got-
it.
Shaking hands. Okay. I thought they might try to play that one more, but. Well, that was an
Whoa.
entertaining game.
That became a
Wow.
very entertaining game.
That was a lot closer than I think anyone ever expected this game to be.
Kudos to the Stokes team. They really rallied, and
Made some nice shots.
boy, they made some good shots to make them work. Make that Ross Litman team work. But Litman wins. Goes to 5-1. Stokes continues looking for their first win. So we won't be back again on Tuesday nights until the first week in January. But there will be some coverage of the cash spiel coming up this weekend, the Duluth cash spiel.
5 draws a day. I think 8,
8.
11,
8
2.
8 in the morning, I think, on Friday.
We'll be
Jim
here.
and I will kick it off. And so if you want to join us then, we'd love to have you. So from the Duluth Curling Club, for Elliot, Kyle, Jim, Doug, we'll say good night. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you in January.
Merry Christmas.
All right, bye.